What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Infinite Growth, and today's video is going to be on how medicine is ruining our lives. So we have to be clear about something right off the bat. We take medicine to avoid pain, but pain is what we have to experience to grow and learn. So we're taking something that's just holding us back from growth and becoming dependent on it. Right? So let's say a child is in school and he can't pay attention, he's not interested. We give him Adderall, for example, to pay attention. That kid didn't have a problem. First of all, children don't want to be in school and don't want to sit still right off the bat. Then there are kids kind of like me that just had no interest in that type of stuff. Like, I was more interested in just running around and experiencing things and like physical and just unconventional ways of thinking and behaving, really. So I'm pretty sure they tried to put me on Adderall when I was younger, but my mother said no, luckily. But I mean, I just feel bad for any child that's forced to have to take that when 95% of them don't have a problem. Maybe even more of a percentage than that, who knows. But same applies with older people. We give them medicine when they're sick, old, they're confused and scared of death, and we take advantage of them. Just feed them medications. I'm pretty sure my father, I went to the doctor with him when he first got diagnosed with Parkinson's, and we went over all of the medication he was on, and I started asking the doctor questions. And he started going over his medicine that he was on, and he realized he didn't even have to be on about half the medications he was on. Arguably, I mean, I'd like to get rid of them altogether, but that's a separate argument in itself. So, an important thing to remember is that we're the only country in the world, I believe, that is allowed to advertise medicine. So people are making money off of your pain, off of your insecurities. All these commercials are pretty much, they're making thousands of commercials to hit every single spot of humanity where there's weakness, to just suck up all your money. And your fear, they just tap right into it. We can't let them do it anymore, though. It's just so frustrating watching these $1 million companies, billion, who even knows how much they make. I mean, it's just all kind of a gray area, mystery, but what it is legal drug dealing. I mean, they're taking pretty much the same things that are in actual drugs. Like cocaine is pretty much Adderall, for the most part, but legalized, right? And there's plenty of other drugs where it's literally the exact same thing. They just replaced it, taxed it, and made it legal. Right? So then you have everyone thinking they're just taking these medicines that help them, but really they're getting addicted to drugs, which are preventing them from realizing their own problems and dealing with them. You can't just run right to an escape route, take a pill, and it's gone. It's going to be there when you stop taking the medicine. It's always going to be hanging over you. This is just life. You have to learn how to adjust to it, what your problems are, and how to grow past them. You can't just simply keep taking pills and expect to learn everything to be great. All those problems are going somewhere. They're hiding, and they're going to come back 10 times worse in the future. So it's kind of messed up that we have legal drug dealing going on, and then you have doctors that they get incentivized to pass this stuff out, and they get bonuses from these companies the more they push. Then you have pharmaceutical reps who they have to hit their quota of what they push to the doctors. So everyone's just constantly pushing it, and no one really means any harm. They're just doing their jobs, but where do you make a stand? Just everyone goes, oh, I don't want to lose my paycheck. but essentially pushing drugs and crippling all of humanity and leaving them docile and just remote, just sitting there mindless, just taking all these medicines. So, I mean, someone needs to be held accountable for this. Like, I'm sure everyone who's watching this video knows somebody that's got arrested for giving somebody weed or just these mild interactions with medicine. When these, I call them drug dealers, but doctors and reps and whoever are pushing it and getting these people addicted and hooked in all these companies, and nobody's held accountable. No one's going to jail. Nothing. So I feel like we need to really keep bringing this issue up and become aware of it, because it's really poisoning our society and our well-being. So I'm interested to hear what you guys have to think about this. So please leave a comment and let's get a discussion going and just get to a higher place of understanding on it and bring people to a higher state of awareness on the issue, because we can't go on like this. It's really weighs on the brain so much, and just your psyche in general being on medicine. It's very unhealthy, and we need to overcome this. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.